Okay. And then next, position number 2. Remember that 6 o'clock is always facing forward. Position number 3. Position number 4. Position number 5. Position number 6. Okay. So am I able to get 8 in this sort of shape? Not really. So what I'm probably going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't have to be continuous. You can have 8 in there as long as it's sort of in the same area. So it looks like it's a round circle. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we want the item that has the longest line. So I'm going to look for my Twizzlers here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to match the shape of the appetizer to the line on the platter, right? Okay, so since this is a long cylindrical shape, I want this long cylindrical shape here. Okay? So now I have a choice. I have all this open space. I have all these other items that I can work with. Okay? So next thing I would do is, what's the contrast to the green?
Red.
Red. But we have a choice, because don't we have like almost 3 different ones? Yeah. So I'm going to go to the salmon, because my salmon is pretty big. Now, your lines do not have to be separate. They can cross. So because I want to continue this rounded pattern, I'm going to cross this line here. So this would be salmon number 1, salmon number 2, salmon number 3. Notice how 6 o'clock is always 6 o'clock. Here, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Salmon number 4, salmon number 5, salmon number 6, salmon number 7, and salmon number 8. Okay, so because I need a little more space, I'm going to give them a little more space. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I've sort of created this spiral. Okay, now I have to figure out how am I going to connect all of this together. Okay, so this is easier to make a rounded shape. This is easier to make longer lines. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this. I do have 9 pieces here, so I want to take the 9 that are the most similar. This is probably the one that's not so similar, and I'll cast it out. Okay, so this is the viewing point of 6 o'clock, so I want the rounded side of the ahi to be here. Okay, so because I have this round shape here, I want to balance off with this round shape here. So I'm going to try and create another round circle using the ahi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to try to match the pattern that I did up there. What did I do up there? I kind of had one in the center, right? So I'm going to put one. We'll just use a small round. Okay, make sure the spacing in between is sort of balanced. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now to finish the platter, I want to also finish with like a sweeping line. So last thing I have is my duck. So position number 1, position number 2, position number 3, position number 4, position number 5. Whoops. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Making sure that always 6 o'clock is there. Okay? Does this work? Not really, huh? No, what's throwing your eye off?
All these spaces.
The weird space up there, huh? Okay, so what we need to do then, actually, you know what's throwing my eyes off? Is this long line here. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this. Making sure that the distance between each other and the distance between the egg is the same distance, so that there's what do you call it? There's a negative space in between. Okay, we'll take these out here. I want to balance that kind of circle effect there. So let's put the circle here. Okay, so what we wanted to do is we wanted to create sort of this sweeping line. So I'm going to keep these here. So this sort of looks like I have 2 sets of circles, which would then leave me a little more room to put these in here. Okay, so let's see if this will look a little better. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, always making sure this is 6 o'clock. 4, 5. Same angle. 6, 7, 8. Okay? So now you have this motion here, this motion here. This motion takes you down and up and around. But do you notice? There's a break in the line. Okay? So in other words, if I start here and I spiral outwards, or I start here and go this way, my eye takes me up this way, which means my eye should take me this way, right? So in other words, this should start here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then maybe this. So now this now looks like this, and then this comes like this, and then this. Okay. So because we are in a rectangular platter, I like to play with shapes that are not rectangular. So I like circles or rounded lines. If we were on a round platter, then I'll make straight lines, because the round platter gives your eyes a little ease. The straight line makes a bold statement. On a rectangular platter, to have 5 straight lines across, it doesn't look good. It hurts your eyes because it matches the shape of the platter. So whatever shape of your platter is, you want to create shapes that are different. So since we're all using rectangular platters, you should all try to do circles or serpentines or curves or half circles. Okay? Doesn't mean you have to start at the corner. You could maybe don't even have to put a centerpiece. Maybe put like a half upside down rainbow here, and then make a bigger rainbow and a bigger rainbow and a bigger rainbow. That's fine too. You can make the center of the platter your even point, so it's easy to get 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 and 4. Okay? So try it. Just remember height, color, contrast. Okay? I have green under this red, so even though it's next to another red, you can see the green on the bottom, and it really picks up the color contrast. So green here matches green here, red here matches red here, orange, and then orange, it all kind of plays, bless you, plays together. Okay? So because I'm looking at 6 o'clock here, I will turn it around so that those of you there can see what the 6 o'clock on that side looks like. Okay? Folks understand?
Oh, wow.
I know when Chef Brown comes on, he'll be like, "Oh, this is not like me." Because for me, this is not my style, but this is just the style I felt today with the shapes of the items and the colors of the items that we had. He'll look at it and go, "Oh, this is not you." Because I like to make stronger, bigger lines. Okay, you folks can start.